Hello. So we are covering the thorax. Now we have to start with thorax orientation of organs, structures found in thorax, some arteries, some veins, some lymphatics, some nerves. These are the main things found in thorax. Some important ligament, some important even visceral organs, visceral membranes. These are the main found in structures. Some diaphragm, even also diaphragm, the thoraco-abdominal diaphragm. These are the main structures. So we are taking a section of thorax anteriorly and laterally. We know that thorax is a conical structure which has cutted end from above. This is the structure of thorax. Right now, this is the anterior section, anterior, and this is lateral. This is lateral. Right? Then this is lateral. So now we are taking this structure's orientation and position in thorax. So first we know that there is sternal angle found here. Sternal angle. This is the mandibulo-sternal joint, and in back this is T4 vertebra and T5 vertebra. This is T4 T5 intervertebral disc found between T4 and T5 vertebra. So this is sternal angle. Above the portion of the sternal angle is called superior mediastinum. Superior mediastinum. And below it is divided into three parts. This is inferior mediastinum divided into three parts. The three parts are, it is divided by heart. In inferior mediastinum, heart is found. So heart divides the inferior mediastinum into three parts. It is present in center. If we take lateral section, this is heart. And covering of heart is called pericardium. So this is pericardium. So this portion is called anterior mediastinum. Anterior mediastinum. This is middle mediastinum, in which heart is present. Middle mediastinum, and this is posterior mediastinum. Posterior mediastinum. Inferior is whole, below the sternal angle. Posterior mediastinum. Then now take the anterior section. In anterior section, first we know there is sternum found at the center, and here is manubrum. Then this is sternum. This is xiphoid process. Then from thorax T1, on back side we know the first thoracic vertebra. This is T1. From here a rib originates and join at manubrum on both sides, from both sides. Join at manubrum. Then, so this is the superior thoracic inlet. It is formed by some boundaries like on posterior aspect. Posterior aspect में T1 vertebral, anterior surface, anterior T1 vertebra, anterior surface. Then now there is rib 1 on both sides, rib 1 in inner border. Rib 1 is rib 1 inner border. This is in inner border, which form the thoracic inlet boundary. Inner border. Inner border on both sides, and this is lateral boundary. Lateral boundary. Then now anteriorly thoracic inlet boundary is formed by manubrium superior surface. This is manubrium superior surface. Which surface? Posterior surface of manubrium. Posterior surface of manubrium. Then posterior surface of manubrium. So these form the boundaries anteriorly. This form anterior boundary. Anterior boundary. These form anterior boundary. Now these are the boundaries. Now take the section and try to fill the organs found in them. So we know that in thorax the major structure is lung. So we draw the lung like this. These are the lungs. Now note the important point. The lungs are extending or protruding from thoracic inlet. Their apex coming out from thoracic inlet, above which around 3 to 4 centimeter above. These are lungs extending from the thoracic inlet. 3 to 4 centimeter. Now we know that in left side there is heart. Here, slight left side, left में heart होगा, heart, lungs. Then this is the heart, and we know the major structures passing through this trachea and esophagus and some nerves. Now we take the superior section of this section. We take the superior section of thoracic inlet to find the major structures. Now we know superior section. This is superior section. This is superior. Anteriorly manubrium, posteriorly T1 vertebra, laterally ribs, inner border. Then, so trachea and esophagus pass from this. So this is vertebra. This is vertebra. Below vertebra there is opening. There is tube-like opening. Below, this is posterior surface, posterior aspect, posterior anterior. We are taking superior section from above, and this is anterior, this is posterior. Done. Superior anterior, and in front of esophagus we know a trachea found, which has cartilaginous rings. Done. On lateral side, lungs coming out from the thorax in superior inlet. This is lungs. Done. on both sides. We know vertebral both sides. We know sympathetic ganglion, sympathetic trunk, done. Sympathetic trunk found in here, which passes from this to thorax, from here to thorax. And important structure is some other nerves, like we know, we take this is right side, this is right side, this is left. Done. So we are covering this structure according to these directions. Done. So in right side and left side, we know a structure passes in right side and left side. This is vagus nerves. Vagus nerve. This is also vagus nerve. Vagus nerve. And anteriorly, we know some muscles. These are the muscles. Which one? Sternothyroid, sternohyoid, thyroid and sternohyoid. These are the muscles, sternohyoid. Then these are the muscles. This is sternothyroid, this is sternohyoid. Then and thymus gland also found here. Thymus gland, some extension, two lobed होती है, two lobed. Then thymus and some big vessels, like which the main structure. Remember one point: the main structure which passing from axilla to upper limb, all have to pass from the superior inlet to above the first rib into the upper limbs. So major structure like vessels, arteries, veins have to pass from here to the upper limb. So we know the major arteries like brachiocephalic trunk in left side, which divide into two arteries. This is subclavian artery. Go in upper limb, right and left. Same here, right also found. Subclavian artery. Done. We know carotid artery is also found. So these is the main thoracic superior inlet. Carotid arteries, jugular veins also found here. Even subclavian vein also have to pass from this. Subclavian vein here. This is subclavian vein. Then this is also subclavian vein. So these are the major structures found in thoracic inlet. Then now we have to cover all the arteries, veins, whole diagram, whole मतलब orientation of limbs, and lymphatics, nerves also. These are the main 4 things we have to cover in thorax. Then note this. So first we have to study arteries. For arteries, we are starting from heart and main thoracic arteries. All are emerging from heart. Aorta, like aorta. So we know this is heart. We know this is heart and aorta. This is aorta. Aorta, main artery of the whole body. From all arteries emerging from this. Then aorta. Now aorta go like this. It emerging from heart and go posteriorly and to left side. Posterior left side, like this. Posterior to left, from heart to posterior side. Then and go posteriorly left. Posteriorly and left. Then this is the whole thorax, and just like this, we know this is vertebra, body, transverse process, and spine. We know this is vertebra. This is vertebra and canal. Now aorta is, this is right side, right, left. So aorta like this, in back side, posteriorly, from here, go posteriorly, slide left side to vertebra. It passes thorax, whole thorax. Done. Left. This is the orientation of artery from superior aspect, superiorly. Done. Superiorly. Superiorly. So aorta goes into thorax. Now this is the section. This is the sternal plane angle. This is sternal angle. This is the important marking in sternal angle. Sternal angle. This whole is arch of aorta. Arch of aorta. So starting of arch of aorta and end of arch of aorta occur at sternal angle. Starting and ending of arch of aorta occur at sternal angle. This is important marking. Then and give many branches. Some are, the main branches are: one, brachiocephalic trunk, cephalic trunk, these all are arranged like this from superiorly. This is like arch of aorta superiorly, if we are taking superiorly. So brachiocephalic trunk arises from anteriorly, like this. This is brachiocephalic trunk, BCT. From just posteriorly, this is left carotid artery, common carotid artery, carotid. Artery, and from this or more posteriorly arise left subclavian artery. This is arrangement from posteriorly. BCT, brachiocephalic trunk, anteriorly most left common carotid artery in middle and left subclavian artery posteriorly. Go into left limb. This go to left limb, this go into head neck, and this divide into two. Brachiocephalic, cephalic. Other one is left common carotid artery. Done. And third one is left subclavian artery. This is left subclavian artery, left common carotid artery. Done. This is the branches. This is sternal angle. Now this part, this is sternal angle, so we know this is the superior mediastinum, because heart is also present in mediastinum. So this is superior mediastinum. Sternum. And now thoracic, this is starting of thoracic aorta, which is in middle mediastinum. This is middle mediastinum. This is middle. Middle meaning this is posteriorly, because thoracic aorta present in posterior mediastinum, inferiorly. This is superior, this is inferior, and thoracic aorta present in posterior mediastinum, because it is present posteriorly, like this, mediastinum. Done. Now we know there are 12 ribs present in thorax. 12 ribs pairs, 12 rib pairs and 24 ribs. So each distance between two ribs is called intercostal space. So how many intercostal spaces form? We form 11 intercostal spaces form, 11 pair. Remember 11 pair, and 12 pair ribs present and 11 pair of intercostal spaces form. So we have to cover all intercostal spaces. We have to supply all muscles, bones in intercostal spaces from this. So first we know from both sides, this is subclavian artery. We know. Now subclavian artery, let's say this is thorax. We know first, second, third intercostal space, like this, it goes to 11 intercostal space. This is left subclavian artery, and it also divided into common carotid artery and right subclavian artery. Done. It gives a branch aorta. It gives a branch called costocervical trunk, a branch of subclavian artery, which is costocervical trunk. Costocervical trunk. And same in left side, left subclavian artery. Costocervical trunk, branch of subclavian artery. Then what is the role of this? It supplies first two intercostal spaces by posterior intercostal arteries. It gives two intercostal arteries, two posterior intercostal arteries. Intercostal arteries. First, like this, from posterior aspect, we know this is vertebra, this is aorta in thorax, and we are removing the ribs. Only we are studying just arteries arrangement. Then arteries in a branch costocervical trunk, like intercostal vessels are arranged like this from both sides. This. And anteriorly they are completed by anterior intercostal artery. This is the thorax superior aspect. There is another artery. Here anastomosis occur. So we know this is posterior intercostal artery. So in each intercostal space there is a posterior intercostal artery and its collateral branch. They also give a collateral branch. Collateral branch is another branch which is coming from this, like this. Collateral branch. There is no much role. Just a backup plan. If with this block, so it can supply the intercostal space like this. And this also give a collateral branch. Done. So this is the arrangement of intercostal arteries in this thorax. These are the intercostal anterior intercostal arteries and collateral branch and collateral branch. Same here, posterior intercostal artery and collateral branch. Done. Anterior, posterior, collateral branches. So now take the important thing. Aorta is present in left side. So right intercostal artery have to pass vertebra and then come to the laterally in front, then anteriorly. So right posterior intercostal arteries are slightly longer than left. Right are longer. Because we know aorta is in left side, so right have to cover whole thorax, right side, and left just emerging and coming anteriorly, and anastomos with this artery. Wait, these are the two arteries. Then, so this is arrangement of superiorly arteries. These arteries are these two arteries. These arteries run like this in front of chest. Let's say this is the chest. So these arteries too in lateral side of sternum run like this and gives anterior intercostal branches. So these arteries are internal thoracic thoracic artery. Both. This is thoracic artery, internal thoracic artery, this is internal thoracic artery, which is also a branch of subclavian artery. Costocervical branch, costocervical trunky branches, also a subclavian artery, costocervical trunk is branch of subclavian artery and internal thoracic artery. Done. So first two intercostal spaces, legs are supplied by costocervical trunk. Gives first two posterior intercostal artery like this. One branch निकलेगी and वो two में divide हो जाएगी. So this is called supreme intercostal artery. costal artery. A single artery from costal cervical trunk originate and then it divide and give into two posterior intercostal artery. First artery, then same left side and same right side. So first two spaces are then supplied, then remaining spaces are 9. Costal cervical trunk give branch. This is first supreme intercostal artery, costal artery, intercostal artery. Then it divides and give two posterior intercostal branches and then supplied like this pattern. Now come to the another spaces. Then come to the another spaces. In each space, thorax gives all posterior intercostal branches like this, 3 to 7. This, like this. So we know that the thoracic aorta is present posteriorly, so it gives branch like this in 3 to 11 spaces. 3 to 11 होंगे, 3 to 11. 11 spaces also present like this. So 3 to 11. Intercostal, posterior ही होगा ना, posterior because anteriorly तो internal thoracic है, intercostal arteries. Now important thing is we know 12 ribs present here, 12 ribs present here, and 11 intercostal spaces form. There is one artery which go just below the 12th rib. From this, these intercostal spaces supplied, but one artery from both sides in thoracic aorta come, and this called subcostal artery, which is supplied just below the 12th rib, like posteriorly. Subcostal arteries. Artery done. Important thing. So first note that, and now we draw the diagram of all arrangement of internal thoracic artery. Now come to the important thing. We know that the internal thoracic artery is also a branch of subclavian artery which come anteriorly to chest and gives anterior intercostal arteries. Here. Arch of aorta. So first, now come to the internal thoracic artery. Then, so we know this is subclavian artery, both sides. Subclavian artery, both sides. Anteriorly, it gives branch, which is called internal thoracic artery. Go both sides lateral to thymus, sternum, both go laterally and supply first in 6 intercostal spaces. Let me wait just one thing. We know that the 11 and 12 ribs not attached to the sternum, so anteriorly they do not form intercostal space. So how many intercostal spaces remain? We know that 2 spaces subtracted. So here 11 intercostal spaces only form. Like we know, only 11 intercostal spaces. First 6, 11, 9. Only 9 intercostal spaces form. Because posteriorly 11 intercostal spaces form, anteriorly 11 12 rib not attached, so no intercostal spaces form. Only 9 intercostal spaces remain. So anteriorly we only supply 9 intercostal spaces. First 6 supplied by this. Here, this gives branch. We know one anterior intercostal artery and its collateral branch. Done. So we are now drawing collateral branch, but it is also present like this. So anterior collateral branch. First 6 intercostal spaces supplied. We know because anteriorly two intercostal spaces are not formed because 11 and 12 ribs not attached to the sternum. So their intercostal spaces not formed. First 6 supplied, then anteriorly, first 6 intercostal space supplied. Then now come to the remaining spaces. Though now these arteries divided into two arteries, terminate into two arteries, the 1 and 2. This is called musculophrenic artery, and another is called epigastric artery. Now we know that the internal thoracic artery is anteriorly to chest, just in posterior to thymus, just posterior to sternum, go like this. Now epigastric artery pierces the diaphragm. Here is the diaphragm. It pierces the diaphragm and come in abdomen. Which segment? At T7 segment, pierce diaphragm and go in abdomen. So its role is finished. Done. Now come to the musculophrenic artery. It gives branch and supply the remaining 3 spaces anteriorly. Supply remaining 3 spaces, 3 intercostal space anteriorly, because we know anteriorly 9 intercostal spaces present and posteriorly 11 intercostal spaces present. The reason, because 11 and 12 rib not attached to the sternum. Intercostal spaces. Then gives in branch anterior intercostal arteries, and now these branches which form anastomas with posterior intercostal arteries. That's all. Then, so this is the role of internal thoracic artery. Internal thoracic artery arrangement. Then, so first, now we are making the whole diagram which it clears the concept of arteries in thorax. Then first note this. Then so we are taking just arteries. So we know we are ignoring the heart now. We know this brachial sphincter which gives subclavian artery right side, and here is left subclavian artery. We are ignoring the common carotid arteries. Done. This is subclavian artery. Subclavian. Done. Artery of thorax branches, and here thoracic aorta continue posteriorly and left side. So now first complete the thoracic aorta. Then it gives posterior intercostal arteries in 3 to 11 intercostal spaces. First 2 intercostal spaces supplied by subclavian artery branch of costal cervical artery, which is also a branch of subclavian artery. Wait, first two intercostal spaces are supplied by branch of costocervical artery, which is branch of subclavian artery. Done. So here posterior intercostal arteries 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Done. Both sides. These are the posterior intercostal arteries. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And one is subcostal artery, which is just below the 12th rib. इसका सेपरेट नेम है सबकॉस्टल आर्टरी. Both side. These are posterior intercostal artery. Posterior intercostal artery. Then first two intercostal spaces. This is subclavian artery. Costocervical trunk. Costocervical trunk. Costocervical trunk. This is supreme intercostal artery, and these are first and second posterior intercostal artery. Remember, this is posterior intercostal, and same costocervical trunk branch 1 and 2, posterior intercostal artery, supreme posterior intercostal artery, then divided into 2. Then posteriorly finished. Now come to the anteriorly. So anteriorly internal thoracic artery we are drawing from black marker. Then this is anteriorly, this is posteriorly. We know this is the subclavian artery. Now here is branch of subclavian artery is anterior internal thoracic artery, which is run both sides, just lateral to sternum, both sides, like this. Simply double check. Both sides anteriorly. This is anteriorly. Done. Anteriorly and give anterior intercostal artery, which is anastomosed with first second anastomos. Here same first anastomos with first posterior intercostal artery. This is anterior intercostal artery. Second, third like this. These all are arteries. Just we showing anterior arteries by black and blue marker and posterior arteries by red marker. For clearing. Only first 6 intercostal spaces supplied by anteriorly internal thoracic artery. Same left side. Same. Just now first 6 spaces completed, and the remaining spaces are, we know this space and this space not present anteriorly. So 10th and 11th intercostal space not present anteriorly. Then now here the branch of internal thoracic artery called musculophrenic artery, both sides musculophrenic artery, which anastomose with another 3 arteries like this. A branch of this goes musculophrenic artery, then anastomose with this. Up to 9 intercostal spaces and 10. Then 3 arteries na 7, 8, 9 and 12. Then these are not formed 11, 3, 4, 7 and 10 also. Wait, only these arteries form. We know only 11 posterior intercostal arteries present. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and another 11. Another 12. Then like this. This is rib 1, 2, 3, 4, rib 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Posteriorly, 1 artery present here, 2, 3, just below rib, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Then and 1 here. Draw. 10th is also supplied by musculophrenic artery. Then now 11 and 12, they are not formed. A posterior intercostal artery front anteriorly. 11 and 12. Only 10 arteries supplied. Then musculophrenic artery. 7th. 8th, 9th and 10th remaining spaces. Then 6 intercostal spaces supplied by internal thoracic artery and another spaces supplied by 7 to 10 by musculophrenic artery anteriorly. Anterior intercostal arteries get 2. This is the whole pattern of thoracic arteries in thorax. Then now come to the another intercostal branches. Internal thoracic artery has another some branches which are very important. Some branches are, first we know anterior branches of internal thoracic artery are, first we know anterior intercostal arteries, anterior intercostal arteries, musculophrenic artery, phrenic artery, epigastric artery, सुपीरियर एपिगैस्ट्रिक आर्टरी बोलते हैं, सुपीरियर एपिगैस्ट्रिक आर्टरी. Then the another branch of internal thoracic artery is in females. There is perforating branch. Perforating perforating branch. Perforating branch are second, third, and fourth intercostal spaces arteries, which supply area of mammary gland. Supply mammary gland. Mammary gland. Then another is 1, 2, 3, 4, and fifth is pericardiophrenic artery. Pericardiophrenic artery, which run with phrenic nerve and go in diaphragm and pierce them. Phrenic and also supply pericardium of diaphragm artery. Then, so these are the branches of internal thoracic artery. Anterior intercostal arteries, musculophrenic, superior epigastric, perforating branches. Perforating कौन सी? Second, third, fourth intercostal spaces, and pericardiophrenic artery. These are the branches of internal thoracic artery, and this is the pattern, whole pattern of arteries in thorax. Then now come to the branches of thoracic aorta. The aorta portion present in thorax is called thoracic aorta. So thoracic aorta has many branches. Then branches of thoracic aorta. Branches of thoracic aorta. First branches क्या होंगे? Posterior intercostal arteries. Posterior intercostal arteries. Then now another is esophageal arteries. It also supplies esophageal artery. Bronchial artery. Bronchial arteries are arteries which go into the lungs to supply the tissues of lungs. Then bronchial artery has some important thing. Bronchial artery. Then right bronchial artery. Right bronchial artery arise from third posterior intercostal artery. Posterior intercostal artery. And left from left side में 2 होती हैं. Left side 2 bronchial artery present, right side 1 from aorta, thoracic aorta, directly thoracic aorta. Then now there are some mediastinal branches which supply mediastinum of thorax. Mediastinal branches. Then another one is pericardial arteries. Pericardial, which supply the pericardium of heart. Pericardium is covering of heart. Pericardial artery. And important, superior diaphragmatic artery. Diaphragmatic artery. The artery just above to diaphragm and supply the muscles of diaphragm. Diaphragmatic artery. Done. So these are the branches, and we know subcostal arteries, which is just below the 12th rib. Then, so these are the branches of thoracic aorta. First, posterior intercostal arteries. First, posterior intercostal arteries, esophageal arteries, bronchial arteries, mediastinal arteries, pericardial arteries, superior thoracic aorta, superior diaphragmatic arteries. So these are the branches of thoracic aorta, and these are branches of internal thoracic artery. Anterior intercostal, musculophrenic, superior epigastric, perforating, pericardial. Done, and this is pattern of whole arrangement. Wait, लिख देते हैं सब पूरा subclavian artery. This is costo-cervical trunk. This is supreme intercostal artery. This is internal thoracic artery. This is musculophrenic artery, phrenic artery. This is superior epigastric artery, superior epigastric artery. Done. These are the main arteries supply. So first note this. So now come to the venous circulation. Venous circulation is much like arterial circulation. So it is more easy. So venous circulation, we know upper chamber heart is superior vena cava. Superior vena cava divided into two veins, the right and left brachiocephalic vein. The left and right brachiocephalic vein divided into two another internal jugular vein and subclavian vein. Same. This is pattern of superior vena cava. This is superior vena cava. This is brachiocephalic vein. Left. This is left. This is right. This is left. Left brachiocephalic vein, left jugular vein, and same as right jugular vein, right brachiocephalic vein, and this is subclavian vein, left subclavian vein, right subclavian vein. Same left subclavian vein give anteriorly to internal thoracic vein like arteries. Our anterior arteries are black. Wait, anterior valley just. So we know anterior internal thoracic vein. Now come to the posteriorly. We know if this is superior vena cava. Here, if we remove heart, is inferior vena cava, and here there is a vein in right side of thorax, in thorax, is called azygous vein. Azygous vein, which go upward and drain into superior vena cava. This is posteriorly present right side. We know aorta is present left side, esophagus vein present right side at sternal angle. At sternal angle. At sternal angle. Drain into superior vena cava. So it gives posterior intercostal veins. Here is some important things also, and we know this esophagus vein. Now come to the brachiocephalic vein. We know here is the brachiocephalic vein. The brachiocephalic vein give sternal angle. Same like in thorax, first two intercostal spaces supplied by costocervical trunk. Here, first first posterior intercostal vein. First posterior intercostal vein. In this segment, this posterior intercostal vein come from brachiocephalic vein left side and right side both, and then anastomos in front like from with internal thoracic vein by internal and anterior internal intercostal arteries. This is posterior intercostal vein, which is anastomos with anteriorly by anterior intercostal arteries, which is intercostal vein, which is branch of internal thoracic vein. Then first posterior intercostal vein. Now come to the another. First done here. Second, third, fourth, fifth. Join and then like this. This is called superior intercostal vein, which drain into esophagus vein. Then second, but in left, this is right side. This is right, case of right. But in right side, there is another vein which is called accessory hemiesophagus vein. Accessory hemiesophagus. Hemiesophagus means esophagus mean क्या? What is meaning of esophagus? Is unpaired. Unpaired. And hemiesophagus means accessory hemiesophagus means half. Hemiesophagus. Esophagus vein. Then it drain into esophagus vein at T9 vertebrae. Then which give posterior intercostal arteries. Ninth, 10th, 11th and 12th. Then here same 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 6th, 7th intercostal artery 8, 9th, 10th, 11th, 11th होंगी, 12th होगी, इंटरकॉस्टल स्पेसेस हमारे कितने 11. Then This side done. Now come to this side. Is here in right side all intercostal veins drain into azygous vein, but in left side there is another vein called hemiazygous vein. This is hemiazygous vein. This is accessory hemiazygous vein. No, this is hemiazygous vein in an inferior side. This is accessory hemiazygous. Is zygous. Then it also gives 8th, 7th, 6th and 5th posterior intercostal vein. Done. Now another 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th space. These are also supplied 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. This is called superior intercostal artery vein. Superior intercostal vein. This drain into brachiocephalic vein. Drain into brachiocephalic vein. Cephalic vein. In left side, superior intercostal vein drain into azygous. In right side, into brachiocephalic vein. So this is arrangement of vein. Accessory azygous vein at T8 vertebral, hemiazygous vein at T9 vertebral. That vertebral level which drain into azygous vein. This portion of left side, all drain into thorax region, and anteriorly, then it anastomosis with internal thoracic vein, like same pattern. Now come to the branches of azygous vein. It is formed by 3 branches. Then first is lumbar azygous vein. This is lumbar ascending vein, and third is subcostal vein. All these unite and form azygous vein. Same in left side, 3 branches: lumbar, azygous, ascending, and subcostal. Done. And anteriorly it is drained by internal thoracic vein. Same pattern, musculopharyngeal, epigastric, same pattern, just like artery. That. So this is pattern of, this is venous system. Venous system of thorax. All intercostal spaces are supplied by this. Branches important. Branches are very important. That. So note this. So here we know in upper side this is superior vena cava. It divided into left and right brachiocephalic vein. Brachiocephalic vein divided into subclavian vein and jugular vein. Here subclavian vein and subclavian vein divide, go into upper lip and left and right side. Here we know azygous vein which drain into superior vena cava at sternal angle. It in brachiocephalic vein supplied first posterior intercostal artery both sides, but in right side all another spaces drain into azygous vein, but in left side second, third, fourth and fifth. These spaces form superior intercostal vein and drain into brachiocephalic vein. In left side, in right side, superior intercostal vein drain into azygous vein, and another fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth intercostal spaces are drained into azygous vein at T8 level by accessory hemizygous, and 9, 10, 11, 12 spaces by hemiazygous vein into azygous vein at T9 level. Then this pattern of venous system.